Alright, so the 3 Russians, well, we have 47. They're all out of bed, so this doesn't really help me at all. This is a real game changer, though. Having these numbers now. I cannot believe I missed that when I first played through this. But there it is. 38, 59. Interesting. Alright, well anyway. This is... It looks like every hammock... Or, not hammock. Yeah, these are hammocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Well, well. What?
37.
Who's 37?
I have as Timothy Boutemont. That looks like what's her name? Well, one of the 2 ladies on the boat. Looks exactly like one of them anyway. But that's good to know. We have 42 here. Well, I'm gonna try and pay attention to these numbers as I move along. I wonder then if the beds also have some sort of identification numbers on them. I don't know. I don't know. But X, what the hell does that mean? I don't know. But hey, I made that's an interesting little breakthrough, I think, there. What can I suss out about the Russian fellows? Okay, so these were not... Oh, so these are the 3 Russian gentlemen. So they're all playing cards. Oh. Huh. Looks like Hitler was friends with the Russians, just like in real life. Anyway, is this guy playing with them? Because there are 3...
I think he's just
okay.
sitting there watching.
Yeah. There are 3 Russian guys, right? That would be... Oh no, there's only 2.
There's 3.
Well, he's the top man. This is where the seamen would be sleeping.
Ah, yeah.
I guess this has now become a duo series, by the way. Yeah, so that's where the stewards would be. I don't know where the top men would be, but because they have to sleep somewhere too. So but yeah, so if we look at 47, they're also roughly organized by rank. So if we look at, you know, all the way at the beginning here, the crew, look at 47. Yeah, these are definitely not the where the top men would be sleeping. We have 3 hammocks. Only one of them has the numbers up, unfortunately. Okay. Well, anyway, so this guy would be... Okay, if we look at the Seaman... I don't know why I assume this is Nathan Peters, if just because I figure, like, hey, he's next to the 2 Russian guys in the ship manifest. It means that he was destined to be their friends. I don't know. I don't think I can really suss out anything just yet. I mean, the game says that I should be able to, but what is it now? What memories of this guy in? Depicted in underway, show memories on the desk. He appears in 2 memories. Where are they? Bitter cold. and murder. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. If he appeared in a bitter cold, which is the one I'm currently in, well, okay, whatever. Oh, I think I need to leave a memory before it will register if I've gotten people, right? I think I've got, let's visit into another memory at this point. I'm getting a little bit sick of this scene, personally. No? Really? Damn. So this guy died down one more level. Let's go down a level. And see. I'm not in the cargo hold. Okay, this is the cargo hold. Okay, so it does register immediately. If I guessed somebody correctly. Good to know. Alright, so this is where... Wait, hang on. Let me see where I am on the ship. So this is where everyone was sleeping up until it got replaced with many, many cannons. So I have a question, which is, where the fuck do they keep the cannons? Wait. Where in the hell? Where did the memory occur? Oh, I think it was down another level. These were the beds. These were the beds, and then where did the hammocks go?
Well, this is passenger quarters, right?
Passengers are just back over here. This is where everyone sleeps. And it looks like this is also... Where... What? Do they take the hammocks down when people aren't sleeping and then convert it into, like, workspaces? I guess they must. But... I am so confused. Like... The other thing is that this game also visually is what it is, and it's very, very easy to get, like, just to have no idea where you are. I, for one, am constantly feeling like I have no idea where I am, where anybody is, or where anything is at all. Well, still. I guess, another thing that I could be doing, since I'm done with that one memory for now, is... you don't believe the crew and passengers would sleep on the same deck. So then, I guess they weren't down here. I'm not that turned around, am I? That they weren't sleeping in the cargo hold. Yeah, there's no one was sleeping down here. There's no, there aren't any hammocks.
Those ceiling things weren't hammocks?
No, these are just, like, tarps that they use to hold stuff, I think.
Oh.
I did find a dead body, so if I wanted to take a complete break of trying to guess and failing pretty fucking terribly at it, then I could enter a new memory and see what's going on. I have gone through, like, 4 different memories and 4 different threads, and I've been playing the game for an hour now, and I haven't guessed a single fucking person. Okay. Take him to the carpenters, read him the last rites. Where am I right now? Okay.
One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain.
So,
Cut her throat when you've done it.
in a bitter cold.
Come on before she kicks up.
Alright, so... What the fuck? Where does anything ever take place? I cannot even keep track of where I am right now. So... It must... Okay, so this was Solomon. Okay, bitter cold. starboard walk, crew, passengers. Okay. So everyone was sleeping here. This is where they kept some cannons. Oh, they just slept over the cannons. Alright. Okay. So, okay, now I can kind of understand where everything takes place. So I found a corpse down here. But everyone's hammocks they do sleep over the guns when it's sleeping time, and these are the pegs that they would hang the hammocks off of. I see. Okay. Now I at least have an understanding of where things happen. That was very, very hard for me to suss out for a little while there. Because I find, okay, this is what I'm dealing with here. I click on this guy. I'm on a bitter cold. I'm a deck above where I was when I found the corpse. So they are saying, you know, they... This guy, I say he's succumbed to illness. This guy also succumbed to illness. Anyway, yeah, so I find a corpse on one area, and then I click on him to see where we're going, and I'm on a different deck. I'm not on the gun deck anymore. His corpse is up. His corpse, which is down there. That whole scene where they find Syed happens here, right? Like, it happens right here. That's fucking confusing, man. I didn't know that that's what was going on in this game as well. That's really, really confusing. Boy, that is... I have to keep that in mind from now on. That is hard. Alright. Well, good to know. I mean, that's all there is to say about it. It's just good to know. Okay. Well, let's see. So this is the surgeon. I found a guy who died here. This is where the surgeon was. There's no monkey here anymore. I'm just trying to place when stuff happens. This was, Syed. No, this isn't Syed. This is the guy that was laying down here. The surgeon was trying to figure out what happened. This is the captain. Henry Evans was a surgeon who met an unknown fate. Who was this guy? I have him as James Wallace as the surgeon's mate who was spiked. This must not be... I mean... I could have this confused. I mean, this guy has to be the surgeon because he's tending to this sick person, and he's the one doing the talking. This guy is probably the surgeon's mate because he isn't wearing as fancy of clothes and he's not doing the talking. Like, I don't... Okay. Well, I know I'm sitting on 2 out of 3 right now. I feel like I've guessed like 6 people. And I apparently have... I have no idea if I've gotten anybody right at all. I could have gotten 2 right, or I could have gotten none right, and I have no way of knowing which. Well, I mean, what can you do? Like, just keep trying, I guess. Let's go back to this memory. I was kind of enjoying trying to figure out the cow stuff. So, let's think through something here.
Enter here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up.
I'm just listening to the dialogue.
You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Charlie?
Mind your shoes now.
Okay. So, never been on a farm, Charlie. That guy's definitely English. That's all. I was able to suss that out. Enter here, one swing, get through to skull, and stun a brain. This guy is Irish, because he's saying, you know, oh, come on. Tab A. Jeez. So confusing. Okay. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. So the guy who's giving the instructions is the person who is cutting the throat. So that would be this guy. The person who gives instructions has got to be the butcher. Okay. I had it as the cook. I was wrong. 3 more fates correct. So, figured that out. Figured that out. And figured that out. So I did get the 2 Indian guys. I got that going for me. And I did figure out the fate of the butcher. So I have made progress. An hour and 10 minutes into my playthrough tonight. But you know what? The important thing is... This is what people wanted to see, I guess, apparently. Like, I don't mind playing through this way, but it is going to be a lot harder for me. This is not quite the way that my brain operates, but, you know, people wanted to see me, like, try and dig deeper on the clues and really try to suss things out and think through everything, and I don't mind doing that if that's what people are really interested in. So, if this guy's the butcher, I would think that this guy would be the cook, but I guess I'm wrong. So, who is he giving instructions to? So, this is a couple... Okay, this is worth noting. I have the wrong Charles for sure, because... Who are these guys? Let's figure them out. The Charles that's the bosun's mate would be next to the bosun in this scene. Or he would be wearing, like, a similarly, like, fancy getup here. These guys, they definitely look kind of like... I can't believe that's still not the gunner's mate. He's next to the gunner, and he gets crushed by the cannon. But he wasn't... I'll revisit that scene, too. I should be able to figure that out. So these are probably the stewards. Oh. Yeah, this guy must not be the gunner's mate. He must be a steward. The gunner's mate must be one of these guys. So what I'm thinking is, I can figure out something really quick. I need to listen to the accent of this person, because he looks like he's wearing the same hat as the bosun, which implies that they're of a similar status on the ship. If this guy has a French accent, then I know for sure that he is the bosun's mate. Which means that I would be able to suss out that this is not Charles Minor, but the other Charles. So why don't I go up and listen to that scene really quick. Blah, blah, blah. I know exactly which one it is. It's the one where the guy's hanging from a noose at the top of the ship. I'm gonna get a sip of water real quick. Alright. Let's go to this memory.
Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of
So
the
this
East India
captain
Company,
speaking.
and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Ha!
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
This is Wolf. Okay, so this is Christian Wolf. Blasted by a cannon by an unknown attacker. I can figure that out, but this, they said Mr. Wolf. He's the guy that gave the instructions for everyone to shoot. So, I have sussed out that this is Christian Wolf. And who is this guy? He's in 10 memories. I've seen him all over the place. I should be able to suss that out. Who are these people wearing skirts? What the hell's that about?
Kilts?
I guess... Oh. Yeah, they could be Scottish. They could be wearing kilts. Okay. So this is the gunner. So then... Well... it could be... I could be wrong. It may be the case that this guy is not the gunner. It may be the case that he's the gunner's mate, and he's just the one giving the instructions. And this guy, who also looks very militaristic to me, this guy might be the actual gunner. And he's not giving the instructions. You know, that could be the case too. Who is this guy? He also looks like he's a bit of high-ranking. Must be another assistant. Anyway, so this is the butcher. This is Emil. Or Emil, I guess. Who would be associated with a butcher who's holding a tool that I cannot identify? It looks like a small pitchfork. He looks like a chef. I mean, he's covered in like a smock. I don't know. Oh, this is Edward Spratt himself. That's kind of cute. I didn't I didn't notice him over here. And he's where his initials are on the boat. That's very adorable. Okay. What if I can suss out any information about these two? So I can figure... I know who she is, but I can't figure out, like, what her fate was, except for the fact that I know she was dragged off the boat after this happened. I guess what I can assume, then, is that her fate is that she was sent off to go back to her home. We'll just guess that. That seems fair. If I go to the end of... Where are we? Wait, is this another... Oh, okay. Never mind. If I go to the end of... I guess I don't have a conclusion on her, because I don't see, like, a conclusion to murder. Which insists that she's disappeared. Even though I know she was dragged off the boat in this scene. So I assumed that that meant that, well, okay. I assume that there's a option where she's alive and she's back in Formosa. That I'm guessing that that's a possibility. If I go to the crew and I check, where is it? If I check her, well, for whatever reason, it won't let me guess on her without having a category to put her in based off of, you know, whether she disappeared or not. So I assume I need to be looking, I'll find her in other chapters again.